Colonel strikes me as an honorable man. Someone who wants to do what's right. And he may have a point. With everything that has happened. With what I've done. I can't change the past. But maybe there's a future for me here. And maybe, just maybe, I can do what's right this time. I should head back to the Finnegans. Let them know I'm fine.
Shay, Colonel Monroe told us what happened.
You, sir, are a fool. But thanks.
Master Cormac, I am sorry to bother you when you were barely out of your sick bed.
No, I've had enough of being cooped up.
Then perhaps you could get a friend of mine out of trouble. He discovered a nest of criminals developing strange weapons. Look at these. Bullets as loud and bright as firecrackers. If we might have a moment alone. His name is Christopher Gist. And he might be in over his head. I fear these brutes will hang him like a dog.
I will not let those outlaws have another victim.
Good. The villains are entrenched at Old Fort Arsenal. I have urgent business in Albany. Please tell Master Gist to join me there.
Do you hear, dearie? They are hanging a man in the old fort.
Oh, 'twould be a shame to miss that.
Hold there! Oh, my! You can't slip away from us, you mangy dog! Ready to take him down? Now, go! He's getting away! You there! Stop! Hey! Hold him!
Christopher Gist! I'm Shay Cormac.
Look, what are you doing here, if you don't mind me asking?
The Colonel sent me.
Good show, Shay. Ran them right out of their own den.
Well, I was looking for a new place to live.
Well, don't put your name on the door yet. There may be a few men left on their ship. Look, the bird is nested right over there.
It's the Morrigan. What is she doing there? That's my ship, friend. Begging your pardon, but I must go fetch her back from those louts.
Oh, wait! I can hardly let you do that alone.
Help me if you can, then.
Keep your wits about you, Shay. Criminals are everywhere, and most of them look just like law-abiding citizens.
And they've been harassing the people who've nursed me back to health.
Sounds like good folks.
They are. Perhaps you know them. Barry and Cassidy Finnegan.
I've never met them, but I knew their son. Careful now. These ruffians can be anywhere. You can draw them out by making noise.
Oh, I've got something better than that.
Well, you seem to be more than capable of taking care of this matter. Tell you what, I shall find a new crew for your vessel, in case you have to leave post-haste.
Now you see me? Now you die!
She's a fine ship. And true to my word, I found a crew for her. I did leave one position unfilled, though. Tell me, Shay, do you have a first mate?
He's long gone.
Then I apply for the post, Captain.
Welcome aboard.
As your first mate, may I suggest our next destination? The Colonel will be expecting me to report back.
My thoughts exactly. Colonel Monroe said he'd be in Albany.
Splendid!
What do you be needing today, then? Rum bit of business, that.
The Colonel waits in Albany. I wonder what he has in mind for us to do next.
Us? I thought you just wanted to check in with Monroe. Not sign me up for the army.
Not at all, Shay. But I admire the Colonel's ideals and want to make them happen.
What kind of ideals?
Secure borders, prosperous farms, fair trade. We need those in these wretched colonies.
Sounds like a high-minded utopia.
It rather does. Want to help make it happen?
Colonel Monroe is an intriguing man, and he certainly seems honorable. We'll head for Albany. After that, I'll see.
Splendid. Full sail ahead, lads!
Haul in the stunsail! Studs out! Let's get moving!
Loose topsails, gallants and royals!
Leave the topsails and gallants!
Anchor away!
It was mine, and you know it!
Is that the most intelligent thing you...
In good health, I see.
Thanks to the captain here.
'Tis a fine vessel, Captain Cormac.
Thank you, Colonel Monroe.
Master Gist, did you learn more about our conspirators and their new weapons?
Well, only that their base of operations is a French fort further downriver.
It's a little close for comfort, isn't it?
If the French have installed a fort in our territory, they are likely preparing an assault. New York could burn. Will you join us, Master Cormac?
Aye. Enough innocents have died already.
Might I suggest we improve our vessel? The Morrigan is good, but with a few more supplies, she could be unstoppable. And there's a French outpost nearby I happen to know.
I like the sound of that.
Something's at the helm!
What sort of business are the French up to there? Just occupying the territory?
It is an economic and... version more than a geographical one. Some of the ruffians are sponsored by enemies of the colonies. They intend to undermine local authorities.
rock, sir!
I've heard they steal from civilians and resell essential goods for 10 times the price.
It's always the little fella who gets skinned.
Floating
Colonel,
cargo for the taking,
You and
sir.
Gist here seem inspired. Is there something in the water? Or in the whiskey?
Why do you say that?
I think Shay here is skeptical about our intentions towards our fellow man.
I understand that there is no need. I simply want these colonies to be a place of safety, development, and purpose.
Funny. I thought rich men wanted them to be a place of profit.
I am not a rich man, Master Cormac. Money is a means to an end, not an end in and of itself.
Says you. I think it's a fine end to a game of cards. Not far now, Captain.
Get them aloft! Don't so sail!
Everything you need from nature's garden. Here, quality fit to enhance the effort of mass.
De brûler nos biens. C'est même de bien dire.
Charles, tu remplaces Terrien jusqu'à ce qu'il se remette de sa blessure. Double les patrouilles jusqu'à nouvel ordre. Félicien, j'ai une mission spéciale pour vous. Suivez-moi. Charles, remplace Terrien jusqu'à ce qu'il se remette de sa blessure. Félicien, j'ai une mission spéciale pour vous. Suivez-moi. On double les patrouilles jusqu'à nouvel ordre. Félicien, j'ai une mission spéciale pour vous. Suivez-moi. Comme une vache dans un couloir.
Je le vois, je veux tirer. On ne se laissera pas tirer.
Je ne crois pas
Good show, Shay. Now let's use those materials to give the Morrigan more firepower. We will need more powerful guns before we approach that fort. Go to your... Splendid! That fort and the defenders will tremble before the Morrigan.
Captain has the helm!
Your ship is in fine form, Master Cormac. That fort should offer little resistance.
I rather hope the frogs offer some, else this will be a dull day.
Never wish for battle, Master Gist. There is plenty around here for any of our lifetimes.
Besides, if we find the fort's commander, the French will surrender, no?
Indeed, that is a sensible strategy. We will have to wear down the fort's defenses first. Otherwise, they will just dig in like a wounded bear.
There's a... Target change! Knock her down like a game of ninepins!
Begin by hitting her towers.
As the Colonel says!
Fire!
They're exposed! Shoot there, sir!
No, stay!
Down and
Ready
two
to
up!
hit them, sir!
Through those
Fire!
legs!
Coming after us, sir! Hit there! She's dead in the water! Enemies firing!
Fire!
Apart! Where is she hurt?
Fire!
Shot there, sir!
Fire!
That's got them!
Fire!
There, sir!
Give me some
Right there.
speed!
Next! Straight to the deep!
Hold them in! Get off the wind! Loose and cut!
Loose sail! Let's catch them
Fire!
out!
That's all safe!
Put a shot through her there!
Fire!
Your mark, Captain! Ah!
Get the mainsails into the wind!
Loose the main!
Loose oars! Let's move!
Loose topsails, gallants and royals!